Are we live? I think we're live. Yes.
Are we
And
live?
hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
This is going to be a very groovy show.
It is.
And we're going to ask you to let us know if, in fact, you can hear us. Let us know if our mics are working because we're in a slightly different setup today. This is going to be such a great show, though. We're very excited about it. We changed our set design. I put flowers in my hair for obvious reasons. Before we get started, first of all, welcome back to all our YouTube people. This is our 25th show since March 15th.
Yeah.
And all of our shows are archived on our YouTube playlist. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed yet, there's a subscribe button down there. Hit that and then hit the little bell and you'll get an alert whenever we post a new video. And also give us the thumbs up button because that will improve the quality of the stream somehow, miraculously. And for those of you who are listening on Facebook and watching on Facebook, this is our first simulcast. We're trying this week for the first time. So we're going to ask that you let us know. Let's see if can you see us? Can you hear us? Tell us if you can hear us in the chat, just to make sure that we're, everything's working before we get kicking off here. And if you have been watching these shows in the past, let us know if you see any difference or hear any difference in the quality, either better or worse or the same, because we want to always improve. So that's that. And like I said, for the Facebook people, we recommend that you go over to YouTube too and subscribe there so that you can see all 25 of our live streams. Plus we have lots of other videos there as well. So lots of fun stuff. Sound is good. Okay.
Great.
That's a go.
And with the 25 shows, they're all different songs.
They're all different, this is a specialty show. Most of our shows are all requests, but we've done a bunch of specialty shows, including, what was our first one? Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan.
And then we did a
Buddy
Holly. We did a Nancy Griffith specialty show, an Everly Brothers.
And a Patsy Cline.
And we did our summer beach party too.
And pretty soon we'll be at 300 different songs. So if you are coming just from Facebook, you've got 25 shows of all different songs to check out on YouTube.
And we post the song list in the comments below the YouTube video after the show. So if you're wondering what songs we did, and if you go to our website, which, it's on the screen there, kennedysmusic.com, we post a list of all the songs we've played. We're up to 287 songs played so far since March 15th.
Wow.
And
next week we're going to hit 300.
And if you go to that website and see that chart, it will tell you which show we played each song in. So if you want to really geek out, that's the way to do it.
This week's show is all requests. We put out the word that it was going to be a Summer of Love, 1967 kind of thing. And we got so many great requests that the whole show is going to be all requests.
We're going to start, though, with a song from 1966. I know this is sort of leading into the Summer of Love. This is a song that was recorded and released in 66, but I'm absolutely sure it got a lot of airplay in 1967.
This is a song that we played a couple of years ago in Central Park on a hot August night with John Sebastian. And it was so great to be in the middle of New York City with the big buildings outside the park and everything. And John went up to the mic and opened the show with this song. Hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirty and gritty. It's a little pity, couldn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around the people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk, idling on that chair. Living out, it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's so pretty that the days can't be like the lights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. Cool town, even in the city, dressing so fine and looking so pretty. Cool cat, looking for a kitty, gonna look in every corner of the city. I'm freezing like a bus stop, driving up the stairs, gonna meet you on the rooftop. Tonight it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity that the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirty and gritty. Getting down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around the people looking happy, walking on the sidewalk, hotter than a match head. Little night, it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And baby, don't you know it's a pity with the days can't be like the nights in the summer in the city, the summer in the city.
That's a great way to start
That
it off.
song, man. We had a lot of requests for that one.
We had a lot of requests for every song, and before we get onto your requests, we want to tell you that as you probably know, this is true of pretty much every musician. We lost all of our gigs. Our last gig was March 9th, and we've lost over 150 gigs. And so our only way of paying the bills is by your kindness and generosity in the form of optional tips, not required. But if you're enjoying the show and feeling like you are able to help us out, it helps us put food on the table, so we don't have to, put a hat out on the street. This is kind of our virtual hat out on the sidewalk while we play songs for you.
It's like opening the guitar case and putting it in Washington Square and putting it in front of you.
So if you'd like to tip us, we have several ways you can do it. PayPal.me/the Kennedys Music. A few weeks ago, I sent people to a whole different PayPal address, so somebody in Texas got our tips. So you'll see an image of us on there, the Kennedys PayPal. And then there's also Venmo. Venmo doesn't take a fee also. And that's venmo.com/the_Kennedys. You can also send us, by the way, cards, letters, postcards. We thank all of our, all the tips that come in. So if you send a tip via PayPal, we'll let we'll just send you an email and thank you and like that. People who send us cards and letters, we always handwrite a thank you card. And we just got, this is wonderful because we send so much mail out. People have been sending us stamps from the post from the post office. We got Marvin Gaye stamps too. And I even got a Mr. Zip button.
USPS.
So we really appreciate your tips, and if you want to get all the tip information, it's at our website kennedysmusic.com. But now onto the music. So many people ask for. Well, I'm going to say that for every song. So many people ask for every song, but this one is.
I love doing this. This is a good singing song.
This is one that I always loved it, and I never actually learned it. So we learned a lot of songs for you this week.
Ready?
I think I'm ready for this one. 1, 2, 3. Hey there, Georgie girl, swimming down the street so fancy free. Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there inside you. Hey there, Georgie girl, why do all the boys just pass you by? Could it be you just don't try, or is it the clothes you wear? You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy. So shed those downy feathers and fly a little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change there'd be. The world will see a new Georgie Georgie girl, dreaming of the someone you could be. Life is a reality, you can't always run away. Don't be so scared of changing and rearranging yourself. It's time for jumping down from the shelf a little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change to be. The world will see a new Georgie girl. Wake up, Georgie girl. Come on, Georgie
Yeah, the great thing about playing a duo is if you play a wrong chord, the other person is probably going to play the right chord at the same time. It's only bad when you both play the wrong chord at the
But
same
nobody
time.
who played a bad chord.
I'm not saying I or anyone else played.
Yes, the Seekers. You are right. You are right, Roberta.
Yes, we love the Seekers, man. They were singing kind of people.
Well, this one.
I love this. I'm not going to say I love because I love
We love
every
them
song
all.
that we're playing.
Any songs that we don't love, we're not playing. But there's not that
Right.
many. There's a lot of there's so many great songs from 1967. I think that there was such a healthy competition going on between musicians, you know. Pete's plugging in the bass. Woohoo.
Yeah, this song, the bass part is so cool. It's got it.
And you know, I know you're all singing along too, because we can hear you. Yeah, nice. Crank it up nice and loud. It's good groove bass. 2, 3, 4. Grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. I can't imagine anything that's better. The world is ours whenever we're together. There ain't no place I'd rather be instead of grooving down a crowded avenue. Doing anything we like to do. There's always lots of things that we can see. We can be anyone we like to be. All those happy people we would see just grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No, 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 no. Sing it all. Keep on spending sunny days this way. We're gonna talk and laugh our time away. Feel it coming closer day by day. Life would be ecstasy, you and me endlessly grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No, 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 no. Oh, what a
I could
bouncy
just play
bass
that all
is.
day if we didn't have other songs to play, which we do.
Now, what just happened here? We got a whole new thing going on. Oh, there we go. Technology. They didn't have to worry about this stuff back in 1967. You know, computer glitches and that.
Is
They
it
didn't care.
working?
Yeah, it's working. I just had somehow put a comment up on the.
The worst technical problem you have in 67 would be that your TV remote, one of the two buttons, you had the volume and the channel. If one of those buttons didn't work,
You had a TV remote in 1967?
we didn't have one.
We had to
but
get up and turn the
rich,
channel.
Rich people had it.
We had 3, 5, and 9 and channel 24.
We had the portable TV with the antenna, and you put
foil.
foil on the antenna
And
to make it
slam on
work
the-
better.
Yeah.
This next song was by a great band from California. And I went to school in Virginia, but they played at my high school.
Oh, tell the story. I love this.
In fact, there was this particular song caused a riot at my high school because Flo and Eddie, the two lead singers, had sort of a routine when they did this song, and they stretched out the ending. And I won't go into all the details. I think I might have told the story in my book, but a concert at my school was very carefully disciplined by the nuns, supposedly. And Flo and Eddie completely destroyed that whole structure. And the nuns were frantically clicking their clickers, and the kids all went completely wild. It was great. I love that whole moment. So that's what I think of when we play this song. 2, 3, 4. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you all the time. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. I call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me and ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. To be the only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together.
Together on a Sunday afternoon.
If there were any nuns watching, they were clicking.
They were
their
freaking
clickers.
out. Those nuns were freaking out.
That song does something to nuns.
This next one, we got a bunch of, like we said all along, we got a bunch of requests from a bunch of people. But our friend Paul Dugan said that 2 days ago he bought a new Rickenbacker.
Oh,
And so
like this
he's
one.
yeah, so he is planning on playing along with this song in the key of D, y'all. I hope you're all staying hydrated. Although the weather broke where we are, it's very nice.
The little interlude in this song is from a French carol.
This is
That's
another one of those
huge
songs I have to really think about. We practiced so much. We practiced like 25 different requests just so that we could do, all as many of
Narrow
them
down.
as come in. Nuns in control, yeah. Always.
I love this song.
I gotta just like get it into my head now.
Right.
Okay. I think I got it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I remember Sunday morning, I would meet him at the park. We'd walk together hand in hand till it was almost dark. Now I wake up Sunday morning, walk across the way to find nobody waiting for me. Sunday's just another day. Sunday will never be the same. I lost my Sunday song, he'll not be back again. Sunday afternoons that made me feel so warm inside. After this cold and gray as ashes, as I feel the embers die. No longer can I walk these paths, for they have changed. I must be on, the sun is gone, and I think it's gonna rain. Sunday will never be the same. I've lost my Sunday song, he'll not be back again. I remember children feeding flocks of pigeons. I remember sunshine and you were mine. Sunday will never be the same. I lost my Sunday song, he'll not be back again. Sunday will never be the same. Sunday will never be the same. Sunday will never be the Far out, they say.
It's so much fun to sing that song.
I know. These songs, the melodies and the ranges and everything.
That one does have, like I said, a classical. It's from a French, like a choral piece.
Yeah.
The Angels of the Countryside.
Yeah.
It's called.
We're gonna pop up our banners again for you if you're wondering, and we're gonna take you over all the way down under now.
Yeah.
They had a little summer of love happening down there in Australia, and we got a lot of listeners in Australia, family members.
When this group first came out, this was their first song, and it was one of the things where people thought it was actually the Beatles.
Really?
Yeah, people used to think the Beatles would do things under different names, but it was actually someone else that kind of had that sound.
There are some bands that I think sounded like the Beatles, like Klaatu or
Well, they
Badfinger.
were, yeah.
But these guys had a
They've
little-
got their own thing
They
going
got their
on.
own thing going
And this
on.
was before they went disco too. In the event of something happening to me, there is something I would like you all to see. It's just a photograph of someone that I knew. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking too loud, you'll cause a landslide, Mr. Jones. I keep straining my ears to hear a sound. Maybe someone is digging underground. Or have they given up and all gone home to bed? Thinking those who once existed must be dead. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking too loud, you'll cause a landslide, Mr. Jones. In the event of something happening to me, there is something I would like you all to see. It's just a photograph of someone that I knew. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking too loud, you'll cause a landslide, Mr. Jones. I think it's cool they ended on the four chord. They didn't go back to the tonic. Yeah, it goes
cool.
down to like an F kind of thing,
Yeah.
an F thing.
Yeah, enough thing. Put that up there. Oh, yay!
What?
Oh, no, are we doing that one? No, not yet. We're not doing that one yet.
Oh yeah.
Put that down.
Oh, I love this one.
This one we weren't even going to do. We got a late request for it, and I didn't realize it was from 1967.
I know. Yeah.
I need to take a swig of this first. It's my Jack Daniels. Not really. My Janis Joplin.
That's your tea, right?
I'm not doing a Janis Joplin song, by the way. I know I just referenced.
Oh, and I saw Janice. She was.
She didn't do
drinking,
Jack.
I'm drinking coffee out of here. She was drinking Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort, yeah. That's
She
right.
actually had the bottle in her hand for the whole show.
But we're not going to do any Janis because, obviously,
And we're just drinking coffee and tea.
I can't sing Janis Joplin. But I can do this one. I like this one. Mike Nesmith's song.
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. You and I travel to the beat of a different drum. Oh, can't you tell by the way I run? Every time you make eyes at me, oh, you cry and moan and say it'll work out. Oh, but honey child, I got Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah.
It's such a great still. You know, I saw that documentary on her, and people say she can't sing anymore. But at the end, she was singing with, I think, her niece and nephew or some family members.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
And she was saying, "Oh, it's not." But I mean, to her standard, would be different than ours.
Right, yeah.
You know? But she still sounded great, and just
Yeah.
you know, I saw her when I saw her live back in the day. Tom Waits was the opening act. That
Wow,
was quite a show.
what a contrast. But Tom Waits, I mean, we talk about singing a lot, and Tom Waits is a stylist. We call him a stylist. But we're not going to do Tom Waits song right now. We're going to do let's see. Wow, we got a lot of comments. You guys you're all, you know what I do with these comments? I can't really watch them while the show's going by. We always go back later and look at all of our comments. But Pete has never ever played the keyboards on this show. And that's going to change right about now. You ready?
Yep. 2, 3, 4.
Skip the light fandango, turn cartwheels round the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick. The crowd called out for more, and the room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another dream, the waiter brought a tray. And so it was later, as the miller told his tale, that a face at first just ghostly turned to whiter shade of pale, maybe. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. But I wandered through my playing cards, and I would not let her be one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well have been closed. And so it was later, as the miller told his tale, that a face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. And so it was later, shade of pale. And so it was too late, as the miller told his tale. Let her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale.
That's such
That
a cool.
you play this so well.
Well, it's all white keys. It's really easy to play.
But didn't you say when your sister got married?
Yeah, the organist was late or something, and so I figured out how to turn the church organ on, and I played that for their processional. So then I went on to my sister, Chris,
Yeah,
and her
Chris.
husband,
Hey,
Dave, too.
Chris. Down in
Dave's,
Birmingham,
Dave's just
Alabama.
getting better from illness, so that goes out to Chris
Family.
and Dave and,
And Melanie too, yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
while
go off
Pete switches
set for a second.
instruments, I will once again show you our you know, here, if you want to send us cards and letters, old school, because we're 1967, and we love getting cards and letters from people we don't even know. And so you can send them to us at P.O. Box 1298, New York, New York, 10276. And you can get all of the various tipping options. There's a tip jar on our website. You'll see it. It's a picture of a tip jar. But right now, we are going to get...
I saw
Very
this
psychedelic.
guy play in the ballroom of the Washington Hilton Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
The opening act was the Soft Machine, who didn't have a guitarist, which is a good idea because you really wouldn't want to play guitar on the same show with this fellow.
This guy.
And this is a sing-along, everybody. We want you to sing so loud that we will actually hear you.
I love our groovy set. I'm going to be really sad to take this down.
I know. That's
really nice.
Yeah. I've got various props too. I've got stage passes.
Backstage pass and a Falcon Ridge Festival t-shirt.
Falcon Ridge Festival t-shirt, yeah, from Hillsdale,
And I made
New
this
York.
vest, this psychedelic vest.
You got this fabric over in Dublin, I believe.
I don't remember where.
I
It's so
know
long
you,
ago. I don't
I
remember.
know you made this in Dublin.
I made that
Just
in
kinda green
Dublin.
thing.
Yeah.
And I also have an otter, which
the
is
tribe
the
of the
spirit,
otter.
spirit animal.
And the Om. You got the
I think
Om.
somewhere there's an otter that has me around its neck, and it's like he's my spirit human.
Animal.
Spirit.
You're
human.
still an animal. And he's still a human.
Right. Anyway, get ready to sing along.
Rock out.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's start with the tritones. 3, 4.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Tomorrow or just the end of time.
talking. You played it. You actually played with your teeth.
And the guitar is still in one piece.
I know.
It's dangerous
need to
playing with
spray
your
paint
teeth
it.
because, like, if you get stuck in your teeth, then you have to walk around
don't-
like this for the whole until you get to the dentist.
That's like the time I tried to.
You go to the ER.
I had a basketball with a hole in it, and I thought I can super glue it. It was fall too, so I had a sweatshirt on. So I put super glue on it, and it bubbled. So I thought I'll just put Saran wrap on it, on top of the bubble. So I put the Saran wrap and I held it down.
With your hand.
Guess what? I had to walk to the doctor with a.
Really?
Actually,
Dripping?
I don't even think I went to the doctor. I think I went to the drugstore and bought some nail polish remover. And so I walked into the drugstore like this, and they said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah."
And then they knew.
Okay.
They knew right away.
Nail polish remover. It's another tragic super glue incident.
This is by a band that I saw open for the Beach Boys back in the day. I know that there are viewers who saw this show because we have communicated back and forth about it.
Yes.
It was the Strawberry Alarm Clock, Buffalo Springfield, and the Beach Boys. What a show.
Heavy floss, he says. All right. Oh, this is my time to shine here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready?
I'm ready.
2, 3, 4. There's something happening here. And it ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. The time to stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Madeline's being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Stop! What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. They say hooray for our side. Time to stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoid strikes you into your life. It will be. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line and come and take you away. It's time to stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. That goes out to Kenosha and Minneapolis and Portland. The men come and take you away.
Come and take you
in
away in
unmarked
unmarked
vans.
vehicles. Yeah.
Weird how songs from a half century ago are sort of prophetic. They're about their own time, and then 50 years later, they're still sadly true. I'm going to take a
Cycles.
sip from my Birds mug, and you'll notice sometimes when we do a show like this that there's an artist that we may seem to be skipping over, like the Birds. That's a clue that there may be an all-bird
all-bird
show
show.
coming up sometime in the, not next week, but sometime in
We're
the
gonna
future.
let that. So that little bit of information goes out to Wally because Wally wanted to hear a bird song today, but we're gonna do it on all birds. Same goes with the Beatles. We got a lot of Beatles requests, And I know you can't really do the Summer of Love without the Beatles, but there's going to be an entire show dedicated to the Beatles coming up.
Yeah, if you include the Beatles with other acts, they kind of take over the whole thing.
Also, when we were
A little bit unfair.
when we were looking at all the various requests, we were going for a vibe, you know, like a bit of psychedelia, and a bit of the West Coast thing. Even though some of these acts are not from the West Coast, it's got that vibe, you know, the flowers in your hair kind
In
of.
fact, this song's about New Jersey.
Yeah, it is. It's
It
about
was
Jersey.
written by Jerry Goffin and Carole King when they were living temporarily in New Jersey. It's their picture of a New Jersey suburb.
You got to count this one.
Yeah, we got to count
It's a
into
tricky
this
one. You count it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Local rock group down the street is trying hard to play this song. To serenade the weekend squire who just came out to mow his lawn. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Charcoal burning everywhere. Rows of houses and they're all the same, and no one seems to care. Mrs. Gray, she's proud today because her roses are in bloom. And Mr. Green, he's so serene, he's got a TV in every room. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday here in Status Symbol Land. Mothers complain about how hard life is, and the kids just don't understand. Creature comfort goes, they only numb my soul and make it hard for me to see. Our thoughts all seem to stray to places far away. I need a change of scenery. Ta 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 Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Charcoal burning everywhere. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Here in Status Symbol Land. Another Pleasant Valley
That is the trickiest guitar lick.
It's really tricky. In fact, Peter Tork showed it to me one time, and we had a gig
Yeah,
with
right,
him
at
at
the
the
Birchmere.
Birchmere.
That's right.
And I don't even know if he could play it right.
He
And
couldn't
he
play
played
it.
it on the record.
Yeah, he did?
I think so, because
really?
this is getting to the minutia, but
The excruciating.
Louis Shelton played lead guitar, who is not a member of the Monkees, but he played lead guitar on their records.
Yeah.
But I've Facebook messaged him years ago and asked him about that song. He said no. He said he didn't play that, and that probably Peter did play it.
Wow.
It's so tricky. No one can really play it right. And
Yeah.
in fact, I wasn't playing it right then. But
Well, we didn't
Yeah.
mess up. We could have. We struggled with that one. We practiced hours.
it's hard to improve on the Monkees.
Well, isn't it
They're-
like
they're
8?
like Bach.
It's got a measure of 8 and then a measure of 9. Just the lick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or something crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You don't need to know this stuff. We try
Those
and make it look
monkeys.
easy for you.
Those Monkees. You see them coming down the
Crazy
street.
monkeys.
Yeah.
All right. I will tell you that I love the Hollies so much. And when I was a teenager, I used to go to the used record store at Syracuse University and go through. I remember starting with A and going all through the way through Z. I probably did that 3 times a week. And I always got stuck on H because they had Buddy Holly and the Hollies.
Yeah.
And I bought every Buddy Holly and every Holly, and Herman's Hermits was in there in the H section.
Yeah,
I like
that's
the
right.
H.
Wow.
I like the H's.
Yeah.
But I love this song particularly, and I actually ripped off a little hook. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm not even going to tell you, and I want y'all to listen and see if you can identify the part that heavily influenced one of the Kennedy songs.
Oh, I'll have to listen for that too.
Really?
I don't know what it is, but
I will give you a hint. Can I tell you the name of our song?
yeah.
And then you can go back and compare. Pick You Up.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
a Kennedy song,
I
Pick
could see
You
that.
Up. And I took a little bit from here. You'll hear it.
Yeah, and our friend Andy, one of our viewers, he mentioned that Tony Hicks, the Hollies guitar player, so underrated because he
Yeah.
didn't play flashy solos. He just played cool things in every song.
Oh, by the way, before we play this, I want to let you know, it looks like we are getting close to the 3 o'clock hour, but we have a big finale worked out, so we're not gonna skip anything. So we might run
This
a
is
little.
not the last song.
This is not the
We'll-
finale, but we're gonna just let you know.
We have to have
we
like
might
a-
go a little over.
There has to be a jam at the end.
It's a hippie show, so we're kind of.
It's like
on our own time
Golden
scheme.
Gate Park. It's
Yeah,
the
I
end
know.
of summer, and yeah.
Speaking of Golden Gate Park, we want to shout out to our friend Wayne Rogers out in San Francisco, and also to Kathy and Chuck. You got this at Kathy and Chuck's birthday party we played last
we
year
played that at the Presidio.
at the Presidio.
Looking
yeah.
out the windows at the Golden Gate Bridge.
So when we sing all
so
these
much fun.
songs, we're in San Francisco in our minds. But
Yeah. But this one is from London.
riding along on a carousel, trying to catch up to you. Riding along on a carousel, will I catch up to you? Horses chasing, 'cause they're racing, sunny yet so far. invent endings to a lot of these songs because so many
They
of the
faded
songs
out.
back then were fade outs.
That was the era of fade outs.
Oh, should I play a little Pick You Up? No, you can listen to it. Pick You Up by the Kennedys. If you go to our YouTube page, there's actually a really cool video that we made of that song. You can hear the thievery in there.
Well, we
Here comes
wish we could just do this all day long. There's so many great songs. And it's actually a really beautiful end of summer day. You can kind of feel fall
I
today
know.
here around in the New York metro
You,
area.
you just said this morning while we were having our cantaloupe that the wind has blown the summer away.
See, there's first line of the new song.
There you go. All right. All right. So now I have to do a little bit of prep work for my brain. I wasn't gonna do this song at all because for obvious reasons, you'll know.
Oh, this is such a great song.
It's a great song, but vocally it's like I think I'm out of my league, but I'm going to give it my best shot, and I'm going to send it out to Bonnie, who asked for this, and she's a special person, friend of mine. So
Also David and Leanie, too.
yes,
Asked
yes,
for this. So actually, so many people asked for this
a lot
song.
of people. So we're going to give it our best.
But we're going to do a jam here to take the show out.
Yeah,
It's
this is
gonna-
going to be a big finale.
It's going
like
to
a
go
big-
for a while. Yeah.
So get your hippie, light up your Nag Champa, you know, the incense, if you haven't already. Oh, all right. Hang on. One pill makes you large. Sunday afternoon with us singing songs from 1967, the Summer of Love. And we all need a little bit of love these days, more than ever. So please take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you right back here next Sunday, every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace.
Peace.
Love. Yeah, fight the power.